Hey guys, Bess here. Alright, so today I want to talk about World of Warcraft Legion and the changes that will be affecting gold farming and gold making. So this is something I've been really interested in learning more about, and I've been playing the beta a lot, and that's why I'm not making my gold per hour video today, is because I wanted to make this video. So let's jump right into this. Okay, so the first question, are Cataclysm raids going to be good in World of Warcraft Legion? And I went and tested this out on my level 110 Protection Paladin, and I found that they are exactly like they are in Warlords of Draenor. You're still going to be getting the 125 gold per boss on 25-man heroic, same amount of gear. The only difference is you're just going to be annihilating these bosses. So this is actually going to speed up the process of Cataclysm raids significantly. There has been no nerf so far. Alright, so our Mists of Pandaria raids, are they going to be good for gold making? So this is another question I've had and something I tested out. And the answer is kind of. So I tried Heart of Fear on 25-man heroic, and the trash was fine, but the boss, they just have a lot of health, so it takes a little while to get them down. When I killed the boss, they only dropped 32 gold and a bunch of gear. So that's actually not very good, because Cataclysm you get 125 gold compared to 32. I also tried Siege of Orgrimmar on 10-man heroic, and the bosses only drop 8 gold. So not that good. You can use bonus rolls, which is nice. Also, I think the main way we're going to farm Mists of Pandaria raids, unless they boost the gold, is by running Siege of Orgrimmar or Throne of Thunder on looking for raid or 10-man normal, and doing it with bonus rolls in the hopes of getting some of the really rare pets that sell for a lot of money. That's kind of the way I think that's going to pan out, but we'll see if Blizzard ends up boosting the gold amounts on these ones. Alright, so the next question, can you solo not Karash for the Garn Nighthowl mount? So this has been one I've been really curious in trying. On the beta, it's been really difficult to figure out a way to get to Warlords, but I finally figured it out. And I went and tested it on my level 110 newly geared, dungeon geared Paladin. And what do you guys think? Can you do it? Yes, you can. You can solo him. He still has a 100% drop rate for the mount. He still has a fast respawn time of about 10 to 20 minutes. So let's talk about this. One of three things is going to happen with this mount. They're either going to leave it as is, and if they do that, the price of this mount is just going to plummet. It's going to be basically worthless because it's going to be so easy to farm. Or what I think they're going to do is they're going to nerf it. So they'll either nerf the respawn time, or they could also nerf the drop rate chance. If that does happen, we're going to see these Garn Nighthowl mounts are probably going to increase in price. So would I recommend stockpiling these? Maybe. Like I said, it's a little risky because, we don't know the future if this mount is going to sell for more or if Blizzard's not going to nerf it. If they don't nerf it, they're going to be worthless. So anyways, in the description below, I'll just throw an update in there once I hear more about this, if Blizzard does end up nerfing it or they don't, so that way you guys have a heads up on this. I wanted to mention the garrison for those that do not know this. It has been confirmed that Blizzard is removing the gold missions on both the shipyard and the follower missions in your garrison. There will be no more gold missions. They're also going to be nerfing the Savage crates, so I'd recommend opening those before Legion hits. Also, just briefly, the Balance Druid is going to be nerfed with their Starfall ability. It's not going to be as powerful anymore, unfortunately. So, enjoy your Balance Druid while you can. Alright, so let's talk about Legion itself. So, in Legion, this is going to be a profession expansion. Gathering and crafting professions are just going to shine in making gold. And this is very different compared to Warlords of Draenor, especially the gathering professions. In Warlords of Draenor, we had the garrison, which introduced another way of getting these gathering materials. But in Legion, so far, the only way that you can actually get these gathering materials is if you actually go out in the world and gather them yourself. So that's going to make them very valuable. Also, I wanted to mention with the crafting gear changes where you don't have a set limit of just 3 items. You can actually do as many pieces as you want. That's really going to boost the crafting professions. Overall, it's just looking really great. They have crafting quests. They also have, different tiers of recipes. So it's going to be really, really good. The world quest. I think this is going to be another great way to make gold. So once you reach level 110, it unlocks all of the zones. So basically the whole continent of the Broken Isles is the end game. And you're going to have world quests just scattered, and they change, they update all the time. And some of these offer gold. So typically it's about 80 gold to up to like 1,000 gold is what I've seen so far for just doing these quests. Also, there's another currency. It's called the Blood of Sargeras. So right now this is bind on pickup, and this is kind of similar to Savage Blood, where it's used for crafting materials. To be honest, I really think Blizzard's going to change it where you can actually trade this. I'd be really shocked if they don't. So that's going to be another thing, as long as they change it so you can trade it, that you can just go do world quests, get that, and you can throw that on the auction house and make a bunch of money. I think those will go for quite a bit of gold. The class hall. So this is kind of the Garrison 2.0 that some people are enraged about. They do have a few gold missions you can send your followers/champions on, but they happen every once in a while, and it's not really that much. You're looking like 30 to 80 gold. This mission table feature isn't that big of a thing in Legion. There are some aspects that you'll be using it for with some of your class quests and whatnot, but compared to Warlords of Draenor, it's not as big of a thing, which is good. Gathering professions. So normally gathering professions, like let's say you see like a mining node or something, somebody swoops in and grabs it before you and then it disappears. In Legion, it's no longer like that. They're phased. So if you go see a mining node and someone else sees it, you guys can actually mine the same area, the same node, but it's only for you. So in that way, they're no longer shared. So that's actually going to be kind of interesting to see how this works. We're probably going to have to do a lot more flying around, but you don't have to worry as much about competition with your nodes. So if you have a farming spot, you can just farm that area. Also, I wanted to mention another thing that's interesting is mobs are now shared, unless you're a different faction. Then they're not. So for example, if you see a person and he has like 5 mobs on him, you can actually go over there, do some damage, and then you get credit and you can loot them as well. So that's going to really change how money making works. Also, I just want to mention, I'll probably make a video in the future about crafting professions and also just things you want to start farming once you get into Legion. So far what I've seen is fish seems like it's going to be a big one for creating some recipes. Also just some like flesh of different animals and whatnot. The cloth actually doesn't drop very much. I've only gotten like 150 cloth and about 35 hours of playtime. So they might boost the cloth drops because right now it's pretty low. But in general, just crafting professions and gathering professions and these materials are just going to go for a huge amount of gold. I think they're going to be really good. So anyways, guys, the future is looking really bright. The expansion is looking great. I really love the world quests. I love the end game. There's a lot to do with your artifact weapon, world quests, dungeons, mythic dungeons, raids, the lore zone, getting your reputation up to unlock different recipes and gear, your class quests. Just there's so much. So it's looking great. I'm going to have more videos in the future just explaining some ways you can make gold in Legion. I'll also be doing some more Warlords of Draenor gold guides as well. Also, I just wanted to mention the movie, guys. The Warcraft movie. Have you guys seen the reviews for it? There have been some early reviews. I was kind of skeptical because almost every single video game movie that's ever come out, it just does terrible. We just had, the Angry Birds movie, which flopped, the Ratchet and Clank. Those are the most recent ones, but in general, they just do so bad. But I've been looking at reviews, and it's doing really well. So I'm kind of curious to see. I'm actually really anxious to watch the movie, and I think I made a video a little while ago just saying that, you know, World of Warcraft Legion might have the most subscribers that WoW has ever had, and I'm still standing by that. I really think they're going to have a lot of people come into the game, especially giving the game away for free. Legion's looking really good as well. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Hopefully they can, like I mentioned in that video, hopefully they can hold on to all those people, though. So also, if you have any requests for any videos that you'd like to see in Legion or also Warlords of Draenor, please let me know, and we'll see you guys again soon. Appreciate it.